Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 53, Mike. Check who draw Corker. Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Open man completes it to Butler. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Connolly. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check 53, Mike. Check pass.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Okay, ready. 53 is the mic. Stop your whining.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hit it.
Off play action. Connolly. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
53's the Mike.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Joe Mixon looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Greystone travel. You go tight. You got tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. I want that.
Ready? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Connolly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll pitch it. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jackson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Carson. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Connolly. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Bravo! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the gun on third down, Connolly, and that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on first down, Connolly. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
61, matchbox lights.
20, Mike 20. And I'm coming up.
On first and 10, Connolly. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Ready, ready!
Back to throw. Connolly. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 3rd and 19.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the gun, Connolly. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, they scared. Check.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. Check safety. Check safety.
Here's Foreman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, hut. Three. Mike. Ready?
On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, we got four down.
To throw on second down. Connolly, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now.
Pick it up. Rush in. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Operating from the gun. Connolly. It's caught. Smith. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, exit. 5.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run on first down. Hobson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Looking to throw on second down. Connolly eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing else for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pilot, 64, weak.
58,
Hey, zoom.
Here we go, here we go. 58's the Mike.
Second and 6. Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got
Ready?
From the gun, Connolly. Touchdown, Bears. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Hey, orbit.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, Delta.
Go 58's the Mike. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah,
Go.
Operating from the gun, Connolly. And it's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I'm going back to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard
line. Go! 18 Gator.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
58, Mike. 3 bucks.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Hobson. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's get there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Connolly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Mike 20.
On 4th down, Connolly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, Connolly. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
To throw on 2nd down, Connolly. That's complete to Butler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, defense, let's
The 11-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Connolly stepping up. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Check 9, check 9. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. This is taken at the 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Looking to throw. Connolly. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw at any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Connolly. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing again. Connolly. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Let's go. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Hey, Will.
Let's get off the field. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come off the ball, come on. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Good job.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 14. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Connolly. The open man is Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Back to throw. Connolly to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Connolly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check.
Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Cardinals, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.